UFC 294 in Abu Dhabi, which will take place soon in October, promises to be one of the best tournaments of the year. The main event will feature a rematch between Islam Makhachev and Charles Oliveira. In the co-main event of the tournament will be a fight between Paulo Costa and Khamzat Chimaev, which we will talk about today. Hello fighters! With you World of MMA channel. In today's video I will tell you how Paulo Costa will defeat Khamzat Chimaev. But before the video, don't forget to support the channel, donate. This will help to promote the channel and the release of videos every day. Thank you all in advance. Paulo Costa is a fighter whose fights always attract attention with his uncompromising aggression and devastating punches. His fighting style reflects his personality and thirst for victory. Paulo Costa is known for his amazing punching power. His confident and powerful punches can end a fight at any moment. He favors close combat and aggressive stand-up, which makes his opponents feel constant pressure. His ability to use the stand-up to maximize his dominance in the ring has made him one of the most dangerous fighters in the weight class. Paulo Costa is always moving forward, aiming to destroy his opponent. His aggressiveness and pressure make his opponents feel anxious and make mistakes. This fighting style requires him to be fit and tough, which he successfully demonstrates in his fights. Although Paulo Costa is better known for his striking, his wrestling and defense skills are also noteworthy. He uses his skills to avoid getting hit and control the fight on his own terms. Wrestling is also a way to disrupt his opponent's plans by switching the fight to the ground, where Costa also demonstrates his power. Khamzat Chimaev is a hotly debated name in the world of mixed martial arts. The young and talented fighter is quickly gaining popularity, and behind his success is not only his charisma and physical strength, but also his unique fighting style. Khamzat has an impressive ability to combine a variety of different aspects of fighting into his style. Wrestling, stand-up, grappling, he uses each element in unison, making his approach unpredictable to his opponents. This versatility allows him to control the pace of the fight and find his opponent's weaknesses. Wrestling is a key element of Chimaev's style. His jerks and throws at times look like poetry of motion. He uses his wrestling skills to dictate the terms of the fight and take the fight to the ground where he feels confident. This approach not only increases his chances of winning, but also creates an effective strategy that neutralizes his strengths. Chimaev not only possesses physical power, but also mental stamina. His ability to remain calm in difficult situations and adapt to changing circumstances makes him a dangerous opponent. He is willing to change tactics if the situation calls for it, and that makes him a much more flexible and unpredictable fighter. Khamzat Chimaev is a talented and promising fighter, but like all athletes, he too has some potential weaknesses that an opponent may try to exploit in his favor. Here are a few aspects to consider. First, opponent experience. Khamzat Chimaev, despite his youth and talent, is relatively new to professional fighting. He may face unexpected situations and may not always have the answers to the varied styles of his opponents. Second, rack defense. Khamzat is prone to close combat and wrestling. His stand-up skills, especially defense, may not be as developed as experienced stand-up fighters. Paulo may try to use stand-up and distance to limit Khamzat's opportunities. Third, distance control. Lack of experience may affect Khamzat's ability to control the distance between him and his opponent. Costa may use long-range strikes to make it more difficult for Khamzat to fight in close quarters, where Khamzat usually performs better. Fourth, stamina and fight length. Since most of his wins come fairly quickly, his stamina for longer stretches of fights can be a challenge. Paulo may try to squeeze more rounds out of the fight to put Khamzat in an extreme endurance environment. Fifth, mental toughness. An important part of athletic success is mental toughness. Khamzat has not yet faced any major setbacks or difficult situations during the fight. Costa may try to create stressful situations for him to test his mental toughness. Now I will tell you how Paulo Costa will be able to defeat Khamzat Chimaev and what strategies he will use to do it. First, keeping distance. Paulo Costa has good stand-up and strong striking skills. He could use his long arms and legs to keep Khamzat at a distance and control the fight. Second, wrestling training. Given that Khamzat is known for his wrestling, Paulo Costa could have emphasized training on wrestling defense. This would allow him to prevent takedowns and keep the fight standing. Third, use of strength. Paulo Costa has impressive physical strength and power. He could have used this advantage to land a series of powerful punches and create danger for Khamzat. Fourth, controlling the pace. Khamzat Chimaev usually displays a high tempo of fighting. Paulo Costa could try to slow down the pace and force Khamzat to adapt to a slower rhythm of the fight. Fifth, strength. If the fight stretches over several rounds, Paulo Costa could use his stamina and experience to withstand the long confrontation and accumulate winning rounds. Sixth, psychological tactics. As an experienced fighter, Paulo Costa could try to use psychological pressure and strategies to throw Khamzat off balance and take him out of his comfort zone. Seventh, antagonism of vulnerabilities. By analyzing Khamzat's previous fights, Paulo Costa could have identified his opponent's weaknesses and vulnerabilities that could be attacked. Now I'll tell you what scenario this fight could go down. Round 1. Paulo Costa starts the fight by carefully analyzing the movements and style of Khamzat Chimaev. He tries to avoid Chimaev's initial attacks and finds the rhythm of the fight. Costa uses his experience and technique to control the distance and avoid dangerous clinching. Round 2. Paulo Costa begins to increase the pace of the fight with powerful and accurate strikes. He tends to keep the fight on the stand-up, where he has more experience, avoiding dangerous situations on the ground. Costa used his stand-up and knockout abilities to land punches and create pressure. Round 3. Paulo Costa continues to control the pace of the fight, creating danger for Chimaev with his powerful combinations. He identifies weaknesses in Chimaev's defense and looks to exploit them to his advantage. Costa skillfully avoids Chimaev's wrestling attempts and tries to keep the fight in his own territory. Thus ends the fight and Paulo Costa wins by unanimous decision of the judges, thereby extending his winning streak and becoming the main challenger for the belt. Having considered various aspects of how Paulo Costa could have defeated Khamzat Chimaev, it is important to note that the outcome of a fight depends on many factors, including physical preparation, tactics, mental toughness, and even random circumstances. Theoretical strategies can only serve as a guide, and the real fight always remains unpredictable. What do you friends think? Will Paulo Costa be able to defeat Chimaev? Write your opinion in the comments. At the end of the video, friends, do not forget to support the channel. Donate. This will help a lot to promote the channel. Bye, everybody.